So I bought the Where's Wally colouring book and I've got to say I'm already overwhelmed. Hi, it's Lee from colouringqueen.net and I've got the Where's Wally colouring book to show you today. Now this book is about 23 centimetres by about 29 centimetres. Comes with a lovely glossy card cover and you can probably see that gloss reflection, and the card cover folds out. Now unless you're using alcohol markers, there's nothing really here that you could colour in. You'd have to use a lot of pressure with a pencil to colour in on that, I think. And on the back we have again the same thing, glossy card cover, folds out and folds over, just plain yellow or gold on the inside. Now I've got to say right off the bat, I've never bought a Where's Wally book at all. As I understand it, this is their only Where's Wally colouring book on the market at the moment. And judging from the pictures inside, I think I'm going to be too scared to colour this one in for a while because it's very, very detailed. So when we open up, we've got a lovely title page here, and the paper is really good quality. It's really sturdy, and it's quite good quality paper up against my cardstock. That's, you know, it's pretty decent paper. It's certainly thicker than a lot of paper that we get in colouring books. And as you'll see, the pages are double-sided printing and they have some printed colour areas on them already. Now you'll probably be very grateful for these pre-printed areas because the pictures are very detailed, and you might be using a whole box of pencils to get through one picture. So we've got the characters that are in this colouring book, and here's the images. Now you can see that there's some images that have large spaces on it because they want you to add in your own book titles and add in your own doodles, etc. Personally, I think I've got enough to do in the background without having to add in anything extra. And you can see that there's already, I haven't started colouring this. This is pre-printed on the book, the red. Okay. And our next illustration, again, this is a double page spread, and you can see the amount of detail on this book. It's just, it reminds me of Steve McDonald's Fantastic Cities. There is just so much detail there to colour in. It's going to keep you occupied all year. And so now we have some pre-printing. The gold bars are already pre-printed in gold. There's a red and white border around, and we've got pre-printing in red, pink and blue as well. But again, amazing detail in this book. Now if you don't like working with itty bitty things, and you maybe have vision problems or something like that, it may not be the book for you. Although there's a lot of images, you know, they're not really that detailed, but if you don't like the fiddly bits, or you don't have fine liners or a really good pencil sharpener, you might struggle with some of the little itty bitty details. So this has got pre-printed in pink with the dragon, and the clouds, etc. have already been pre-printed. And these are all basically, you know, double scenes. So again, we've got pre-printing there. We've got the blue and white background and like a orangey peachy colour as well. And in the distance there we have the New York skyline. And again, pre-printing with some blue highlights here. But again, this is, you know, massive. It's going to take you ages to colour this book in. Now these are some good ones that might be good if you don't want to do too much small detail. And these ones are like a group of photos, and they want you to draw inside some of the photos and finish off the faces, etc. Or you could even just, you know, stick your own faces, etc. on there, or just leave them blank, you know. up to you. Now that background is all solid black, so there's no background there for you to do. It's been pre-printed. Have a look at the detail on this. This is just amazing. Now the other thing that you'll notice when we're going through the book is that all the images are right up here into the spine of the book, and it's not really laying down that flat, so you'd probably have to clip it down in order to get into those itty bitty bits in the spine. The paper quality is really good, so it's quite thick. It's a lot thicker than other paper and colouring books, which is a relief. And again, I didn't paint or colour any of this. That's pre-printing with a green apple and a pear. But have a look at this image. I mean, look at that detail. It's just unbelievable. Very, very detailed. And at the back we've got some checklists for things that you can search for amongst the images. Quite frankly, I'll be struggling to do the images, let alone searching for anything, and I'm pretty well sure I have no hope at all of finding Wally in any of these illustrations. But if you're a Where's Wally fan, I'm sure you're going to love this book, and you really have to appreciate the artistic detail of putting together such complex drawings. It's just amazing, and I look forward to seeing any of you brave enough to take on the Where's Wally colouring book. So that's me for today, and thank you very much for listening to my video. I'd love it if you liked it, if you did like it, and please feel free to share this to your friends and share it around. The more people that subscribe, the more hope that there is that I can afford more colouring books to show to you. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and enjoy the Where's Wally colouring book.